Hello, 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 hello. This time we will do it even with my strange face. So, hello. Today we will fix some problems with iPhone, and we will start with a very serious problem uh, regarding the space on an iPhone. And the sluggishness, I don't know if you will see it, but it's an iPhone 6s, and it starts to become uh, just sluggish, and it works even worse from time to time. So but the main problem is the space on a drive. When you go to settings, general, you will see that mm, about that we've got only 1.7 gigabytes of free data, and that's quite a lot for this phone. um, when I scroll through the apps, I think that I only have some, maybe few pieces of music, and that's it. And iPhone is still full. When we will go to photos, albums, I've got some photos, no movies. So it should be basically empty, but it isn't. It holds a lot of diagnostic data, and we will try to do something with it. So let's start by creating a backup, and we will talk some more. So let's go to iTunes. As you can see, I also got my iPad connected, but that's not thing that is interest us. So let's click this computer and click backup now. Don't trans purchases, we don't want them. Let's maximize it, and we will have to wait for backup to finish. If you're starting your adventure with an iPhone, it's best to download iTunes. This is a program for many purposes. So 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 it will help you a lot. To download this program, go to apple.com. So we will use Chrome to do it. And I would advise to go directly to Apple. So let's browse Apple. Let's go down. I think it's under the cam. Yeah, you've got iTunes here. Click iTunes. Click download. And just press download. I would uncheck those two boxes and then click download. The program will be downloaded, and then it doesn't matter that you have Windows or Mac. It's not a problem. It works on both computers. So use your iTunes to we will use your iTunes to make some changes to iPhone. When you download it, you should install it and then connect your iPhone to your computer using cable and wait for some minutes. It should be shown, as you can see here. You should these things even without an iPhone connected, and then you will see an iPhone here in the device section, and also here. iTunes is a program for transferring music on the iPhone, and basically it's not a program for transferring music, but for synchronizing music, and it's a subtle difference, but you can see this in our other films about transferring music to iTunes. You should basically use this option here to transfer music, but that's a topic for completely different movie. You can also transfer photos to your iPhone from your computer, but also that's a topic for another movie, and we've made a movie about it, so you can check that out. And today we will focus on clearing the iPhone. As you can see, we are creating a backup, and I think that you should create a backup, the encrypted backup, because then it will save your passwords from the different accounts that your iPhone uses. If you don't encrypt the backup, it won't save those passwords, so there is a possibility that you will lose your data. Okay, so the backup has been finished, and as you can see, the latest backup has been done today. It's 0:15 local time. So we have a copy of this iPhone locally, and we can clear the iPhone and then restore it from this copy. So let's see the copy. When you want to see the copy, just go to iTunes Preferences, Devices, and as you can see that we have this backup. You can show it in your Finder. We will check the size of this copy, and it's calculating the size. It 2.8 gigas, so it's not much. As you can see, we've got quite a lot space on our computer. So we will create a copy of it just in case. So let's click compress, and it will create a compressed file of this backup. That's just in this way we will have basically two copies, and you can just create a zip file on a Windows computer. It's not necessary. I just like to be on a safe side. Okay, so it's creating a zip file, and we can talk about the clearing of an iPhone. We have got two options. We can use this button, restore iPhone, and it will be restored to uh, factory settings, or we can use settings on an iPhone. So we will go to iPhone settings, general, reset, and erase all contents and settings. This is this option. Uh, I think that we will use the option that's in the iTunes, because I think it's easier, and it's a step by step. The iTunes should lead you through this process. Okay, so let's check the zip file. Oh, we've got still 9 minutes to go. So that's very interesting situation. The iPhone, it's a small iPhone. It's a 16 gigabytes. We've already got only 11 gigs available, and the backup weighs 3 gigas, and so we've got 2.4 gigabytes free. As you remember, in the beginning of the movie, when we went to settings, general, about, we've got we've had 1.7 or something like that, and iTunes says that we've got 2.4 free space. So as you can see, there's something wrong with these numbers, but hopefully we will create more free space. Okay, it's still creating copy, but I think that we can just start now. So I think that we will lose the feed from iPhone. That's on the right side, but it doesn't matter. We will restore it later. So let's go to iTunes and click Restore iPhone. Okay, so that's the first issue. To completely clear your iPhone, you should turn off the finding feature in iCloud. To do it, go to Settings, iCloud, Find My iPhone, Off. Okay, and it will ask you for your iTunes Apple ID password. So let's type it. And when you type it, it's allowed to be turned off. So we can go back to erasing an iPhone. Let's click OK. Okay, so let's read the notification. Are you sure you want to restore the iPhone Grzegorz? It is to its factory settings. All of your media and other data will be erased. iTunes will verify the restore with Apple. After this process is complete, you will have the option to restore your contacts, calendars, and text messages, and other settings. So restore means that you will have that option. if you have the source of this information. So basically you can use the iCloud backup or the local backup. We will use the local backup. So let's click restore, and let's it will start. Okay, and it said that it will download the latest software, and that's the very very often situation, because it needs to have most recent software. So as you can see, it's downloading. Yes, it's downloading. Okay, um, so if we have because it will download it anyway. So let's try this trick. We will disconnect an iPhone, and as you can see, the software is still being downloaded. So let's connect it once again. And it's connected. So I think that we have uh, we have discontinue the we have cancelled the restoring option. So we will do it later, but now we will check another option of erasing an iPhone and restoring it for backup. As you can see, we've got 2.5 gigabytes of free data, so let's restore it from backup that we've just created. It's still creating a backup. So let's use this third option. Let's go to settings and do it on an iPhone. So settings, general, reset, and let's check this option, erase all contents, and settings. Reset all settings will just clear the settings, but we want to uh, delete everything. So okay, we've got to enter my passcode, so let's use another screen. And the second option is to, as you can see, all media and data will be deleted, and the settings will be reset. Okay, so let's click delete, erase iPhone. And basically it asks for the same thing, because it wants to protect you. So let's do it. And it's being erased. And it's still being erased, you can see. So let's wait. In the meantime, we are finishing the decompression of the file. I don't need Chrome. You can check the downloading. Oh, it's downloading. So once again, the iPhone is being cleared. As you can see, there is a progress bar here. And it starts to being and it starts to connect to your computer. And now the iTunes has launched itself, and iPhone looks like this. So it's saying hello, and it's just waiting to be set up as a new phone or restored from a backup. So you can do it either on an iPhone or on your PC. So let's do it using iTunes. Okay, maybe we will see. Yeah, we see that it's cleared. Okay, so when you connect it to a computer using cable, the iTunes should detect it, and it should give you these options. If you have more than one iPhone and more than one backup of an iPhone, you will have these options here. You will see a lot of backups here. So let's click. Let's use this option. Let's click continue, and we will have to type my password. Okay, and it's being restored. As you can see, oh, that's not the right password. That's so great. Okay, so wait a minute, I'll check the password. Okay, so we've got the correct password, and I think it was only fourth or fifth time, but still it raised my blood pressure, because if you have only this encrypted copy and you lose your password to this copy, you won't be able to restore your data from this copy, and believe me, it can be very hard to decrypt this password. Okay, so we are restoring it from my backup, and as you can remember, in the end we had 2.5 gigabytes of free data. So let's wait and see how much the free space on an iPhone we will have after the restore. We have already a backup, a backup of a backup, so it's nice to have. If you have some problems with your cables, it's best to not touch cables in this moment, because there's a lot of data being transferred between a computer and an iPhone, so it's best not to mess with that thing. Good, about a minute. And it's still being restored. Okay, so let's wait for it. It's still less than a minute, so About 5 seconds, so we're just finishing. So as you can see, it's one of the longest 5 seconds in the world. Okay, as you can see, it says that the iPhone will be restarted now. And there is an Apple logo on your iPhone, so it's just booting up. There is some additional progress bar because it's still being restored. I think it's still transferring some data, so let's wait for him for a while, for some time. Okay, and we've got iPhone here, but it's still being synced. As you can see, it still looks like it's empty. So let's wait for synchronization to over. And we've got 10 gigabytes of free space. I haven't seen as much data, free space for data on this iPhone like ever. So, but soon it will be filled with some stuff. Okay, and it looks like it's over, and as you can see, we've got 8 gigabytes. So let's go to iPhone. Let's show you the iPhone. Okay, as you can see, it's still And the update completed. That's nice sign. So let's turn on the location services. So maybe Touch ID later. Or not. Let's show the setting of the Touch ID. So to set up your Touch ID, just press your finger on this home screen touch, and as you can see, it will scan the different part of your finger. You should start with the middle of the finger, and then it will ask you to scan the outer rims of your finger. So do it like that, because you will try to unlock your phone with the different parts of your finger. Okay, so it's completed. To create a passcode, yeah, it's very good to create a passcode, so let's do it. It should be typed twice. Now it's asking to enter your Apple ID password for my account, so I will do it also. Okay, it's updating. Settings, so we will wait, and it says welcome. Let's get started, and that's it. But as you can see, a lot of apps are blacked out, grayed out, and they are being downloaded. And they are not being downloaded from an iTunes, so from your computer, but from the internet. So so the transfer of purchases to your items is completely useless. Okay, so you can still as you can see, the iTunes still the software to the iTunes is still downloading the software for your iPhone. So that's the second way of restoring, and we will do it later. But now let's wait. As you can see, a lot of my apps are still downloaded. Okay. Let's check the Apple Watch section, because we've had and we got this notification per Apple Watch. You're using an iPhone that has been unpaired from your Apple Watch. First, go to Settings General on your Apple Watch to reset it. Then use the Apple Watch app to pair it with your iPhone. Okay, so as the notification said, we will have to reset the Apple Watch to to reconnect it to your iPhone. But first we will wait for apps to being downloaded. So we will take a short break, and we will get back to to pairing an Apple Watch later. As you can see, we've got 8 GB of free space when we will go to settings, general, about. It's also says that, oh, it's almost 8. So I think that after this work, this task, we will have 5 or something when it finishes downloading all the apps. Okay, so let's take a short break.